Hey Star Wars fans, you've gotta check out my new favorite lightsaber, the Ezra Bridger! How many extra pieces did this come with? What's the quality of the saber? How does it feel? And how much does this beautiful lightsaber cost? I'm gonna talk about all that stuff and more, so don't go anywhere. Thank you for clicking on my video. As always, you have found Finding the Force, where I cover everything Star Wars from video games to theme parks and especially lightsabers. Woo! And folks around here call me Obi-Dad Kenobi. Hello there. And per the usual, if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And go ahead and mash that like button because it tells YouTube I make good content. Content. This word didn't exist in the 90s, okay? It was called TV and VHS. But one thing they didn't have in the 90s was Star Wars Rebels. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that it's the Star Wars films that I really connect with, that really pull on my heartstrings. But naturally, once I gave Star Wars The Clone Wars a try, I got used to the animation style and totally fell in love with it. Loved the entire series, especially those epic last few episodes. Probably like a lot of you guys out there, I was also reluctant to getting into Star Wars Rebels. I didn't know anything about it. But when I heard that Dave Filoni was like one of the producer directors, I had to give it a try. So I was really surprised to find a whole crew of super fun and unique characters like Zeb, Sabine, Hera, Kanan, and of course, Ezra Bridger, our very own Star Wars Aladdin. One jump ahead of the breadline, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It drives me nuts that I know Dave Filoni is the voice of Chopper, because every time I hear him talk, I can't help wonder what he is saying in that recording studio before it's all muffled. But yeah, I'm hoping to get through all the seasons before the Ahsoka show. Super excited. By the way, did I mention that I met Rosario Dawson? She is a hoot. If I could party with one Star Wars actor, it would definitely be her. But I'm not exaggerating, you guys. This is probably my new favorite lightsaber. This thing is so cool. It's got so much going on with the design. What do you say we check it out? Bum, 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 bum. Woo-wee! That is one nice looking lightsaber, and I'm not just saying that. My goodness, that is sassy. Wow, there's so much going on here. This saber is loud, this saber has grip, and this saber is also a sweet display piece, because as we start at the pommel down here at the bottom, this thing is not only super well vented, but it packs a punch with volume. But if you decide to put it up on your shelf and give it a rest for a couple of days, you can put on this beautiful, more accurate end cap. Tri-ring, you know, gives me the Luke Skywalker feels. Love that, especially the chunky pommel, which isn't as chunky as Luke's. There's a lot of nods to Luke's saber you're gonna see here, but definitely makes it more interesting with those chunks. I like them. Let's keep going. Now, this is gonna be tough to describe. Let me see if I can give you guys a really good look. This metal here, it's textured. It's actually kind of rough, just like, and not rough in a bad way, rough in an interesting way. But I've never really felt anything like this metal. It's not smooth, it's not super rough, but it's somewhere in between. It's really interesting, and I like it. And I'm crazy about the metal that is silver, and it matches all the way down along the saber. And you know me, even though I love chrome sabers, I'm not crazy about fingerprint magnets. A fun saber that you can enjoy and not have to rub down every time you put it away. Yoda, that doesn't count, Yoda. Get out of here. But how interesting is this? It looks like the control box on the front of the saber is a shroud. Look at that, covering just the front. What have we here? Look back at the back of here. We have some vents coming from here. Interesting. But this control box also reminds me of Luke Skywalker, which I have a very soft spot for. I've told you guys many times over the videos, it's my favorite lightsaber of all time. So we've got Luke Skywalker pommel, Luke Skywalker activation switch. Now for all you prequel fans out there, this might get your juices flowing a little bit. We've got these pins that look straight off of Anakin's lightsaber right here. on each side. There's just so much detail in this saber. This would be a beautiful saber to display. And of course the dial, which I imagine either controls the strength or the length of the blade, always pointed down here at, what is that, 4 o'clock? We'll call it 4. Now, did you guys see at the Comic-Con this year, they had a small exhibit about the Ahsoka series, and they showed Ezra Bridger's second lightsaber, but it had a way different emitter, and they called it Sabine Wren's lightsaber. So some Force activities going on with her, builds up the anticipation, super excited. So the dial, super unique, flare of red. I said this in my last video reviewing the Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber, that you get a few colors involved and you have yourself a beautiful and interesting lightsaber. I mean, it doesn't get more interesting than this. I mean, there's shapes, there's textures, there's colors, something like the upper grip or the lower part of the neck here, but it's different than the booster or the lower grip down here, kind of cut into different segments. And also this is smooth up here where the texture down here is a bit rougher. Really neat details in this saber. Nothing hotter than a thin neck lightsaber, right? And the best part that we're getting to, I mean, the display emitter looks awesome. I love the layers, the rings, and even the angle at which this is cut. All super interesting. This comes off and it goes from being a display saber to a fun dueling saber. Bam! There we go. We've got 1, 2, and 3 retention screws for maximum stability. I'll check the blade depth here in just a moment. But I mean, dang you guys, that is one cool design of a lightsaber. I didn't see this coming, and I didn't anticipate liking our Star Wars Aladdin so much, but I do. I'm really enjoying the show. Leave a comment down below, guys. Do you think Ezra's character is just going to appear as a cameo on a hologram, or do you think he's going to play a more pivotal role? Let me know down in the comments. I don't want to forget to mention that you have 2 options when you buy this lightsaber from Artsabers, the SN Neopixel soundboard, or of course, I recommend the Proffie version. It's a little bit more, but of course, if you use my link and discount code down below, not only are you supporting your favorite family Star Wars YouTuber, but you're also going to get a nice discount on your purchase. It's time. Let's turn this puppy on, and I'm super excited to check out Kyberphonics Loth Hero Ezra Bridger sound font. Let's check it out after I set the mood lighting. I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys the best part, that this puppy takes a 7/8 inch blade. Woo! When you bust out a 7/8 inch blade, it's a nice treat to mix things up a little bit. Now, removing the blade, we have got, I'm calling it 1.5 inches of blade depth. Yeah! Something I forgot to mention with the Qui-Gon Jinn saber was that it really was a little on the quiet side. I had the volume all the way up, and for whatever reason, I can't explain why there'd be variations in volume between the Qui-Gon and the Ezra, but sometimes you're going to come across sabers that can get really loud, and it might even trigger the clash effects. So in that case, what I recommend is check out your instruction manual and get into the volume settings and just knock it down a couple of notches, like I'm going to right now, because this sucker gets really loud and I love it.
Is that really Ezra?
Most of the time.
All right, you guys ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Wow, that is a really cool hum sound, you guys. Do you hear that? That is super unique. Nice. Man, that is a really unique sound. I won't forget that sound. That sound was going to stand out from your collection. Let's check out Blast Deflects. Sweet. That totally sounds like Rebels, man. Clash effects. Dude, awesome. So I took off the Force effects and I put on my favorite taglines.
Don't worry, Sabine. I got us into this. I'll get us out. Get down!
It's a kyber crystal.
That's what I heard singing. Like the one in my lightsaber did when I found it.
These crystals store and amplify energy, so one this big is probably unstable. Put your blasters away.
Lock up. With Proffie boards lately, I've been having more luck doing lockup by just jarring the saber instead of hitting it when I'm holding auxiliary like this. And I show my teeth when I lock up. I don't know why. I can't help it. I love lightning block. How about tip drag? Yeah, we got it right there. Watch out for Yoda. So does this saber pass the spin test? What do you think? And like, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is really clear audio. Bam. So guys, please, I want to know what you guys think about Ezra Bridger's second lightsaber from Star Wars Rebels. Man, leave a comment down below, start a conversation, join one. So thanks for joining me as always. Please take care, be safe out there, and make sure to have an awesome Star Wars day.